What's going on, guys? Andrew Acevedo here, back with another video, and it is 1 in the morning Central Time, 2 a.m. Eastern, and we will finally know where Carlos Correa is playing baseball, and it is a position, it's a team I don't think anyone actually thought was going to get him. Then shout out to iTalk. He got it first, but we'll get to iTalk in a second. Shortstop Carlos Correa has signed a 3-year, $105.3 million deal with opt-outs after year 1 and year 2. Obviously, Mark Berman from Fox was first to get it. I don't even know what to say at this point. The fact that Carlos Correa is in the Twins, we knew the Twins were interested in Story. We at least saw that. But we really didn't know what Carlos Correa's market was because, again, we had the idea the Twins weren't on Story, the Red Sox weren't on Story, which we'll get to him in a second. But we really didn't get we really didn't know what Correa's market was. And now, out of literally nowhere, it's the Twins that get Correa. And the fact that the Yankees helped the Twins get Carlos Correa makes it even better. The fact that the Yankees took on all of Josh Donaldson and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa to help the Twins sign Carlos Correa, when the Yankees should have just blatantly signed him. We'll talk about Correa a little bit. Obviously, I think he's easily the best defensive shortstop. Hell, one of the best overall defenders in the league last year. 148 games played, 26 homers, 279 average, a 366 on base, 485 slug, and a WRC plus 143, a WAR, almost a 6 WAR player. You know what you're getting from Carlos Correa. He's, again, obviously one of the best defensive shortstops. You know, he's a winner. He's kind of that villain. He's been the biggest villain, obviously, with the Astros cheating scandal. He's taking it on the chin. He loves it, and he's one of the better postseason performers. Obviously, his kind of big year was 2017, a 152 WRC plus, 24 homers, hit 315, 84 RBIs in 109 games. But that is kind of a little bit of a concern with Carlos Correa, as he has gotten injured a few times throughout his career. He's the highest amount of games he played was 156 his rookie year, and then this past year with 148, but 58 in 2020, so missed 2 games in the shortened season, 75 in 2019. So again, and then 109 and 17, 110 in 2018. So he's had some little nagging injuries, but again, Carlos Correa is a top 3 shortstop, possibly top 2. You know, I think it's him. You know, he's in the same conversation as Tatis and Turner of being a top 3 shortstop in the game. And he goes to the Twins, which low-key, the Twins are, I don't think they're this juggernaut offensively, but they're starting to put a decent lineup out there. You know, you look at the lineup, you got Jorge Polanco, you've got guys like Miguel Sano, Jorge Polanco, Kirilloff, Buxton, if he could stay healthy. The Twins are starting to put up a decent little lineup. But again, the Twins make no literal sense. So here it is. Jeffers, Polanco, Correa, Urshela, Kirilloff, Buxton, Kapler, Gabriel Arias. Also have Austin Martin, who's not far away. So, that, they've got a lot of pitching. Maybe they trade for Frankie Montas from the A's. They're linked to him. So maybe they add some more pitching. But the Twins are trying to go for it. And, shout out to the Twins. They want to make moves. They want to go out and make their team better. Hey, the White Sox look like they have the stranglehold. But hell, the Tigers are kind of, up and coming with Torkelson. They signed Javi. They've got Mize. They've got Schoolball. They've got Manning. Riley Green's coming. Twins had a down year. They made the playoffs the last couple years before that. They're going for it. And, hey, Carlos Correa is a hell of a guy to bring into a lineup. And, hey, upgraded from – they went from Simmons to Kiner-Falefa to Correa. So, third shortstop for the Twins this past season. So, we'll get to the other one, which hasn't been officially confirmed, but I do trust iTalk, because iTalk has been spot on money, and he's a friend of the channel. So I do trust iTalk, because he kind of broke the Correa. He's tweeting out that Trevor Story has signed with the Boston Red Sox. I'm still waiting for full confirmation of that, but I trust iTalk. He's been pretty good this whole offseason. I'm not going to doubt iTalk, but what do you do? The Red Sox. What are the Red Sox going to do with Trevor Story? Obviously, they've got Xander Bogaerts. They've got Rafael Devers. So do they plan on moving Story to second? Is he going to play short? And maybe they move Bogaerts to DH, and then maybe they trade JD Martinez. The Red Sox are in a weird situation. I mean, yes, he's one of the better defenders. He's, again, great defensive shortstop, provides a hell of a lot of power. You put him in Fenway, that's a spot made in heaven for him. He can just hit bombs off the monster and over the monster and just pull it. And again, what do you do with Bogarts? What do you do with Devers? Hey, you never have enough good players. So if the Red Sox are indeed signing Trevor Story, it's a hell of a move for them. Story, again, had a rough year last year. So we'll pull up his stats real quick. As I say, had struggle this year, but again, and he does, obviously, when you talk about Trevor Story, you talk about the home road splits, and hey, he's a different type of player. Road home, but obviously the numbers are going to be inflated in Coors. Because again, he's a hitter-friendly ballpark. Last season, I don't care. In 142 games played, 24 homers, a 251 average, 329 on base, 471 slug, a 100 WRC plus, and a 3.5 WAR. Kind of a down year. Obviously, in 2019, for last full season, even in the shortened season, 28 RBIs, 11 homers, a 289 average, 118 WRC plus. You look at 2019, 35 homers, 294 average, 554 slug, 122 WRC plus. Again, Trevor Story's a good player, and again, at Fenway, he can just pop balls off the monster, over the monster. This is a really good deal for the Boston Red Sox, if true, which again, it hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but I do trust iTalk to have the breaking news. So that's pretty much it. It's 2 in the morning, 2 in the morning Eastern, 1:30 here. Just wanted to hop on, give my initial reaction to, obviously, the Correa deal, getting the most AAV to an infielder. Also opt-outs after the first year. In the second year, I don't know if I brought that up, but hey, he could be on the market again this year. Let's say the Twins suck. He can bounce after this year, and we have this same conversation next year. Kind of upset. I guess we'll do it from the Mets perspective. Kind of upset they didn't jump on this. This is the kind of deal the Mets were kind of, if they were going to get into Correa talks, this is kind of the contract the Mets should have jumped on. Short-term, high AAV in their window, and they decided they don't do it. Maybe they weren't as involved. Maybe it was just a fan, hey, we want to sign Carlos Correa because he's a good player. But again, really, what does Epler and Cohen do now? I mean, they need another bat. The only really good ones out there is Conforto. It's that last good outfield, good hitter overall, because obviously Castellanos is gone. I mean, Jorge Soler's still hanging around, I guess. Will they make another trade? Who knows? So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to drop a like, turn on the notification bell, subscribe. Be sure to check out Mets Weekly on Thursday, because again, it looks like it's going to be another crazy edition of Mets Weekly. What do we got here? The Twins are still needing pitching. Well, of course, but this is definitely an improvement from what they've had. Of course, they could be going to get Frankie Montas. They could be on Sean Manaea. So again, the Twins are still and they have some really good young arms coming. So it depends on what else they want to do. But I think this is just as a strictly Correa move for the Twins. It doesn't solve everything, but it does help to have one of the best shortstops in the game. So on that note, be sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys